you the brains of the outfit, Callista Gingrich.
Sunday stroll, free and easy down the road I go. Free and easy down the road I go. If you only get to know.
Thank you for that kind introduction and warm welcome. It's great to be in Rome this afternoon. We are so proud of our many volunteers here and throughout the state of Georgia. Thank you for your support. Newt and I are engaged in this race because we believe America is at a crossroads and care deeply about the future of our country. There are only a few months left before the most important election in our lifetime. Our only opponent is Barack Obama, and we are committed to removing him from the White House. Newt is the only candidate with the experience and knowledge necessary to rebuild the America we love. He has a successful national record of creating jobs, balancing the budget, and reforming government. Today, we need a leader who can clearly articulate why President Obama and his policies are wrong for America. We need a leader who understands that we must contain and defeat our enemies. And we need a leader with bold solutions to create a better future for all Americans. I believe that leader is my husband. Please welcome former Speaker of the House and the next President of the United States, Newt Gingrich.
This is a very impressive crowd. Who is the young lady up there waving a flag? Reagan Orr. Hello, Reagan Orr. And then here we have, who are these young folks? Who are you? That's Nicholas. And Molly, and who's that in your arms? Katie. And then who's next to Molly? Dennis, all right. Looks a little bit like a Dennis, actually. And who are you? Is it Kylie? Good. Who's in your arms there? Lucy. And who's this young gentleman right down here? Cooper. How are you, Cooper? And over here we have somebody. And who's the young lady in your lap? Good to see you. This is great. All right, and then you have one right here. Lola. We're attracting them younger and younger. That's right. Well, I wanted to take a minute, first of all, to recognize all of them. And there's a young lady right over here, the young gentleman right over here, too. Who are they? Henry and Molly. Good. Hey. This is great. Hello, young lady. I just wanted to recognize them for a second. There's a gentleman way back here. When you look around, there are a lot of young people here today. Some of whom are a little bit older than the really young people I just recognized. And then there are a few of you who aren't quite as young. But I thought it was worth recognizing them for a minute because they really are what this campaign should be all about. This is about their future. It's about their country. It's about what's going to happen to them. And we have to make decisions that help them have a better future and a more secure future. So I am really glad you all are out here because I want to talk about their future and I want to talk about the kind of decisions we have to make And the primary next Tuesday is very, very important. And so we need your help. And I think we have a real chance to win and to win decisively. And I think that puts us on the road. We've had a very wild experience, Calista and I have so far. And my daughter Jackie and my son-in-law Jimmy, I mean, all of us have been in this remarkable roller coaster. We were dead in June, July, and we didn't know it. And because we didn't know it, we kept campaigning. And then by November, we were alive, and by early December, without having paid for a single ad, just on the power of good ideas, we were ahead by 21 points in one poll and 15 in another nationally. Then Governor Romney spent about $5 million on negative advertising in Iowa, and we weren't ahead. And then we came back in South Carolina and set records, carrying 43 out of 46 counties, and we were back ahead again. And then he spent $20 million in Florida in 3 weeks on negative ads, and we weren't ahead. But we were in second place. He could wound us, but he couldn't kill us. And so we've now been through Tim Pawlenty, Michelle Bachmann, Donald Trump, Herman Cain the first time, Rick Perry, Herman Cain the second time, and now we have Santorum, who has a brief moment on the stage. And we just keep, like the tortoise and the hare, we just keep going forward one step at a time. It's kind of amazing. I will say, we're very honored that both Herman Cain and Rick Perry have endorsed us, and they're a huge help. And speaking of Herman, Calista and I were in Nashville with Senator Fred Thompson, who's also endorsed us, and we were doing an event yesterday. And afterwards, this person walked up to me and he said, I know what Obama's 999 plan is. And I said, what? And he said, I want you to tell Herman Cain I have figured out Obama's 999 plan. I said, all right. He said he wants us to pay $9.99 a gallon for gasoline. So I've got to call in to Herman to brief him on this newest opportunity. Now, what was interesting was that President Obama's Secretary of Anti-Energy, Dr. Chu, actually did say a couple years ago he wanted America to get to a European level of gasoline price, which would be between $9 and $10 a gallon. So that gives you some idea of where they're coming from. Now, I really appreciate you having that sign right there. We are, I have an American energy plan, which is designed to get us down to between $2 and $2.50 a gallon. You should hold that up and turn it around so the TV people can see it. They will like it. Keep it up for a minute. They have to focus. They like any visual which isn't me. Because they've been covering me for months and they're desperately tired of this experience. That's great. Thank you very much. Now, some folks, particularly in the elites, have said, oh, how can you talk about $2 or $2.50 a gallon? And I'm going to tape this afternoon Bill O'Reilly, and I'm sure he'll raise this question. Now, let me just remind you all, and this is the problem of dealing with a Washington elite that has amnesia. When I was Speaker of the House, gasoline was $1.13 a gallon. When Obama was sworn in, gasoline was $1.89 a gallon. Now, all we're trying to do is get back to a pre-Obama world.